Hello everyone, welcome to StudyIQ. In this video, I will bring to you the best multiple choice questions from the last 7 months. Now in my weekly videos, in the past 7 months, I have covered 5100 multiple choice questions. But I do realize the fact that it is a Herculean task for most of you to finish 5100 multiple choice questions. And there are always questions which are, whose probability of coming in exams is more than the other ones. So in this video, I will cover those questions which I believe, as per my experience in the past 3 years or so, since I started teaching current affairs, that there are some questions which are more likely to appear in the examination, and those I will cover. So out of 5100 questions, I have selected 500 questions. Now please note that these 500 questions I have not covered in one video because that would have been impossible and the video length could have been more than 5 hours. So I have covered 125 questions in 4 videos, thereby reaching my figure of 500. This is part 1 and the remaining parts will follow right after this. So this is from January to July 2017, the best MCQs. Let's begin. So before I start, StudyIQ is known for preparing quality courses. If you are preparing for any of these exams, CGL 2018 or 17, CLAT 2018, IBPS PO 2017 or UPSC 2018, then our pendrive courses are available. These are some of our best selling courses and that is the number that you have to dial to avail the course. You can also avail discounts. You just have to dial this number or visit our website, that is the best, studyiq.com. Here you will find all the information regarding our courses. So here we go. Who has been appointed as the new Chief Executive Officer of the country's public service provider Prasar Bharati, which telecasts channel like Doordarshan, etc.? Who is this person? He is the new CEO. His name is Shashi Shekhar Vempati. Now, always in exam, you will find 2 to 3 questions from important appointments. And most of these appointments, in fact, 99.9% appointments are from the public sector. So, for example, they will never ask you who is the new managing director of Flipkart. It will never be asked. It is always the public sector appointments, the important appointments that will be asked. So, Shashi Shekhar Vempati is the CEO of Prasar Bharati. Which state has become the first in India to establish cashless system for public distribution system of food grains? Now, in most of the states, the public distribution system will be used for carrying the Food Security Act. And with respect to food, you should remember 3 important ministers. One is the Food Processing Minister, Harsimrat Kaur Badal. Second is our Agriculture Minister, Radha Mohan Singh. And the third is the Food and Consumer Affairs Minister, Ram Vilas Paswan. These are the 3 important cabinet ministers with respect to food. Now, insofar as this question is concerned, the first state for cashless system is Gujarat for PDS. And Gujarat's Chief Minister is Vijay Rupani and Gujarat's Governor is Om Prakash Kohli. First time, against which sitting Kolkata High Court judge did Supreme Court issue contempt of court? Contempt of court is like insult to the court for impeding justice, and subsequently he was removed. His name is Justice C.S. Karnan, and Justice C.S. Karnan said that he was discriminated against because he was a Dalit. Who won the women's singles title in the 81st Senior Badminton National Championship held in Patna? So who is our basically women's national champion? Women's national champion is Rituparna Das. You can see her photo. And one important player in badminton is Kidambi Shrikant. Kidambi Shrikant recently beat Chen Long, who is Olympic gold medalist. And in 2014, he also beat Lin Dan, who is also Olympic gold medalist. So he has beaten 2 Olympic gold medalists. Kidambi Shrikant is right now world number 8. Which Booker Prize winning novelist book, The Golden House, was recently published by Penguin Random House in 2017? He is a very, very controversial person. His name is Salman Rushdie. A lot of fatwas have been issued against him by people as eminent as the Ayatollah Khomeini, who is the supreme leader in Iran. So he's a very controversial figure. Salman Rushdie, his book Golden House has been published. Now there are 2 important books of Salman Rushdie that you need to know. One is his Booker Prize winning book Midnight Children. This book was published in 1981. That's here. In fact, this book is so prestigious that it also won Booker of Bookers. There has been a movie also made on this book. The most controversial book is the Satanic Verses, this book is accused of insulting Islam in many ways. So the Satanic Verses is also of Salman Rushdie. And in the exam, they can also ask about Arundhati Roy. Equally controversial, although not as much as Salman Rushdie. 2 important books. One is her Booker Prize winning book, The God of Small Things. For this book, she won the 1997 Booker Prize. And the latest book is, which she has written after 20 years, The Ministry of Utmost Happiness. In which scheme, government has set ambitious target to replace 77 crore incandescent bulbs across the country with the light emitting diode bulbs by 2019. So what is the target? 77 crore, right? 770 million bulbs will be replaced. This scheme is called Ujala. And why they are replacing the old bulbs with the new ones? Because they consume significantly less power. Now, a very similar sounding scheme is Ujjwal. Ujjwal is the scheme for the where the LPG connection will be given to the poor people, the below poverty line people, free of cost. That scheme is called Ujjwal. Uday scheme is the scheme in which the power distribution companies, their debts are distributed. That is called Ujjwal Discom Assurance Yojana. And Uday scheme, the first state to adopt Uday scheme was Jharkhand. Then you have the Udan scheme, which is a regional air connectivity promotion scheme, Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik. And the first flight from Udan was from Shimla to Delhi. So these are the four important schemes that you need to know. Now I'll tell you one or two things about Ujala also. If they ask which state was the first to distribute 2 crore 20 million LED bulbs under the Ujala scheme, the answer is Gujarat. And the full form of Ujala is Unnat Jyoti by affordable LEDs for all. Unnat means like progressed. Jyoti is the light. So progressive light by affordable LEDs for all. Which country recently claimed the #1 spot as the world's largest producer of solar power? In fact, in 2016, they had installation of 77 gigawatt. You know, which country is this? So I'm talking about China here. China, we are having a border face-off with China at Doklam Plateau because we are duty bound to protect Bhutan's territory, and Doklam is a disputed area between China and Bhutan. Therefore, China should have first taken permission of Bhutan or resolved the issue with Bhutan before starting to do construction. Virappan chasing the brigand. It's an account of life of and killing of Virappan. So Virappan used to stay in the forest of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, and basically he was a sandalwood trader, and he was a dacoit basically. So he was killed, and the operation was called Operation Cocoon. And based on this operation, the book describes Operation Cocoon in detail. It has been written by which person? The book has been written by Mr. K. Vijay Kumar. Mr. K. Vijay Kumar. What is India's rank in International Intellectual Property Index out of 45 countries? Out of 45 countries, we are a very, very poor 43. In fact, there are just two countries which are behind us. These two countries are Pakistan, which is 44th, and Venezuela, which is 45th. Venezuela is in a state of complete crisis. The president, Nicolas Maduro, is a complete failure. The country is in absolute shambles. And which are the countries that top the index? First is US, second is UK, and the third is Germany. Now, please also note that this index is given by the US Chamber of Commerce. And what is the meaning of intellectual property? It is your own creation on which you can file a patent or a copyright. So that is called intellectual property. For example, if you write a song, that is your intellectual property. If you write a book, that is your intellectual property. Uranium reserves were recently found in which northeastern state? And the combined uranium in this state is estimated at 9.22 million tons. So where have we found uranium? It is the beautiful state of northeastern state of Meghalaya, which has capital Shillong. Meghalaya also has an important place, Cherrapunji. And near Cherrapunji, there is a place called Mohsin Ram. And at Mohsin Ram, we have recorded the highest rainfall in the history. And Cherrapunji receives the highest rainfall. So the answer is Meghalaya. Which northeastern state became the first to implement electronic cabinet solution? I am talking about northeastern state here. Which was that? It is Arunachal Pradesh. Pema Khandu is the chief minister, Itanagar is the capital, and there is an area called Tawang, which is a disputed area between India and China. China claims Arunachal Pradesh as their own. In fact, they named Arunachal Pradesh as South Tibet. They also renamed this year 6 places in Arunachal Pradesh by Chinese names to show to claim that Arunachal Pradesh was there. Freedom fighter Racharla Samrajyam, she passed away recently. She was also a Tarmra Patra awardee. So she was a great freedom fighter. Now she belonged to which state? She belonged to Andhra Pradesh. She expired in Visakhapatnam in Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister is Chandrababu Naidu of the Telugu Desam Party, and the governor is Mr. Narasimha, who is also the governor of Telangana. Capital is Amravati. Which country presented the great scientist MS Swaminathan Governor General's Medallion in recognition of his contribution to improved agriculture practices. So basically, Dr. Swaminathan is called father of green revolution in India. In India only, okay? Overall father of green revolution is Norman Borlaug. Norman Borlaug is the father of green revolution. And which country presented him with this Governor General's medallion? It is Canada. Capital of Canada is Ottawa, and Canada's Prime Minister is Justin Trudeau. The United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, whose job is to make sure that there are less drugs and less crime, they made which Punjabi folk singer, their brand ambassador for Blue Heart campaign, which is basically to spread awareness about the human trafficking. Now, human trafficking is when you take a person in your possession against his will and force him to do prostitution, begging, or various other jobs. That is called human trafficking. It is rampant in Asian countries. This singer is Satinder Sartaaj. He's a very famous Sufi singer and folk singer. Now, Satinder Sartaaj was in news recently because of this. So, he became the first ever turbaned Sikh to walk the red carpet at the famous Cannes Film Festival. It was the 70th Cannes Film Festival, and Cannes Film Festival is a festival of France. Now, there is a movie that has been released called The Black Prince, and Satinder Sartaaj has played the role of Maharaja Dalip Singh, who is said to be the last king of Punjab. The movie is directed by Kavi Raj. Government recently mandated linking of the PAN with Aadhaar. Which states have been exempted? This is a very, very important question. So Supreme Court said on 8th of June that your permanent account number needs to be linked to your Aadhaar card. And the 3 states, they will not be mandatorily a part of it. They have been exempted, which is Assam, Meghalaya and Jammu and Kashmir. So the answer is all of the above. In fact, earlier, the direct benefit transfer scheme, which was called PEHL, Pratyaksh Hastantrit Labh, in which your LPG has also to be linked with Aadhaar. Again, Assam, Meghalaya and Jammu Kashmir were not mandatory to be a part of Aadhaar linking thing. So remember the names of the 3 states. World's first Braille Atlas for visually impaired persons has been launched by which country? It has been launched by India. Braille, as you know, is a language for the visually impaired, the blind. And this gentleman here is our Science and Technology Minister. He is also our Environment Minister. He is also the Minister for Earth Science. His name is Dr. Harshvardhan. Mission 11 Million is a program that has been launched by our Sports Ministry, and our Sports Minister is Vijay Goyal. He is the Minister of State for Youth Affairs and Sports. Mission 11 Million program, where 1 crore 10 lakh students will be trained for which sport? It has been done for football. We are doing exceedingly well in football. We have reached one of the highest rankings in our history in the global football rankings. We are in top 100 countries of the world now. So to give it further impetus, 11 million people will be trained in football. And please note, for this 11 million program, our performance partner will be Adidas. Adidas is a German company. It is a sports merchandise company, and its full form is All Day I Dream About Sports. Which Kerala product received GI tag, that is Geographical Indication tag, under the GI Act in order to protect its legal rights? Legal rights. Now, you can't sell any wood and call it this. It is in fact the wood of the Nilambur tree. It is called Nilambur teak. And which was the first product in India to receive Geographical Indication tag? It was the Darjeeling tea. Now, the leading producer of tea in India is Assam. But Darjeeling is not in Assam. It is in West Bengal. What is the theme of the BRICS Summit 2017 to be held in Xiamen, China in September 2017? See, BRICS Summit, last year it took place in Goa in India in 2016. This year's BRICS Summit is in China. What is the theme? The theme is BRICS for a stronger partnership for a brighter future. And as we speak, BRICS National Security Advisor meeting is going on again in China, in Beijing, and this will be very important because from India, our National Security Advisor Ajit Doval has gone there, and he will meet the Chinese counterpart, and together they will try to resolve the issue of the Doklam. What is the name of the official mascot for the FIFA Under-17 World Cup 2017 tournament? Now everybody knows this will be in India, and please note the final of this tournament will be played at the famous Salt Lake Stadium in Kolkata. So he is the mascot. What is the meaning of a mascot? Mascot is an animal which represents the culture of a place. So he is called Kheleo. Okay, his name is Kheleo, and he is a leopard. So as I said, and please note that the Nigeria, who is the defending champion, will not be able to take part because they were not even able to qualify for this particular World Cup under 17. What is the name of the Nobel Prize winning scientist who passed away recently at the age of 83, and he developed magnetic resonance imaging called the MRI scan? Now there is a CT scan which is called computed tomography. There is MRI scan. The only difference is CT scan gives two-dimensional images and MRI scan is able to give three-dimensional images. He is called Sir Peter Mansfield. Peter Mansfield, and he was from, I'm saying sir, so that automatically means he was an Englishman. He was an English physicist and he got 2003 Nobel Prize. Please note that Nobel Prize in Physics, Chemistry, Physiology, Medicine and Literature are given by the Swedish government, Sweden. Nobel Peace Prize is always given by Norway. And who won the Nobel Peace Prize last year? It was the Colombian President Juan Manuel Santos. Our Union Minister Piyush Goyal, he is our Minister for Power, Coal, Mining, Renewable Energy. He launched which portal and mobile application to enhance the transparency and accountability in the mining sector as part of the ease of doing business? So mining sector, you know, the corruption is rampant. We have seen it over and over. The coal block allocation, there is a lot of, we heard about the coal scam which was worth billions of rupees. The name of this is Tarmra. Now it has a full form and every app of government has a full form. So Tarmra full form is Transparency, Auction Monitoring and Resource Augmentation. So it's in the name itself that it is for transparency and accountability. Who became the first Indian batsman to score double centuries, 200 plus, in 4 consecutive test series? The first Indian to do so. His name is Virat Kohli. Virat Kohli. India's first of its kind conclave, National Women's Parliament, which was attended to by more than 20,000 girls, more than 40 MPs and more than 400 MLAs, women MLAs. It was organized where? This was India's first National Women's Parliament and it took place in Andhra Pradesh. And as I said, Mr. Narasimha is the governor of Andhra Pradesh. He is also the governor for Telangana and Amravati is the capital. Now 2017 GSMA Mobile World Congress was organized where? This is the biggest organization of the mobile platform and lot of companies and everybody participate. This is the biggest event when it comes to mobile phones. This takes place in Barcelona. So Barcelona is one of the richest places in Spain from the Catalonia area of Spain. Capital of Spain is Madrid. Pradhan Mantri Bharatiya Jan Aushadhi Pariyojana is a scheme implemented by which ministry? So Pradhan Mantri is Prime Minister, Bharatiya means Indian, Jan Aushadhi means medicine, Pariyojana is a scheme. So basically this scheme is where you open some stores and in these stores you get the medicines for a cheap price, subsidized for the poor people. Now it is not like it is only for poor people, anybody can go and buy. So now this scheme is implemented by which ministry? Here you will do mistake. You will think that it is by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, but actually it is by Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizer. And who is our Minister for Chemical and Fertilizer? It is Mr. Anant Kumar. And Mr. Anant Kumar is also the Cabinet Minister for Parliamentary Affairs. So don't confuse it with this scheme which is called Amrit. Amrit scheme is also that you open stores which are called Amrit stores and you provide cheap medicines. So it is called Affordable Medicines and Reliable Implants for Treatment, in short Amrit. This is the full form and it is done by Ministry of Health. But the Jan Aushadhi scheme, the Jan Aushadhi stores are opened by the Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizer. Now there is very similar sounding scheme. Amrit and Amrut. These are different. So Amrut is Atal Mission for Rejuvenation and Urban Transformation. It is a scheme named after the former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee, much similar to the Atal Pension Yojana. That was also named after Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji. Atal Pension Yojana is for people of age group 18 to 40. And it is basically a pension scheme. But Atal Mission for Rejuvenation is regarding your urban transformation. And it is carried out by Ministry of Urban Development. Now, if I ask you who is our Minister for Urban Development, you will immediately say Venkaiah Naidu. Whereas this is wrong. Because Venkaiah Naidu is now the vice presidential candidate for the NDA. And this election will be on 5th of August. So he cannot hold the office. So he has resigned. And he was the minister for two things, information broadcasting, and he was also the urban development minister. Now, information broadcasting has gone to Smriti Irani and urban development has gone to Narendra Singh Tomar. Narendra Singh Tomar is the minister for rural development. What is the name of the brand under which India's first metal 3D printing provider, Intech DLMS, has launched first ever indigenously developed jet engine series? This is India's first 3D printing thing and it has been done by Intech DMLS. It is indigenous. So it is called Poyer Jets. who has been appointed as the new chairman of SEBI. SEBI is the Securities and Exchange Board of India, and it is the capital market regulator. So who is he? His name is Ajay Tyagi, and he has also been given an extension. Which state has decided to raise a wildlife sanctuary to grow Muga Cocoon to support Muga, Airy and silk products? Muga, by the way, is one of the costliest silks. It is even, at some places, it is even costlier than gold. Which state is popular for Muga? It is Assam. So Assam has done it. And one more thing you should remember is that the rearing of silkworms is called sericulture. And Assam's governor is Banwari Lal Purohit, and Assam Chief Minister is Sarbanand Sonowal. And Assam was in news because also of the Dhola Sadia bridge. And Sadia is also the birthplace of Bhupen Hazarika, the great Assamese singer. Sadia. Which Indian airport has been awarded the CAPA Chairman's Order of Merit for Environmental Sustainability? Which airport is this? It is called GMR Hyderabad International Airport, also called GHIAL. And this has got the CAPA Chairman's Award for Environment Sustainability. If I ask you the question, which Indian airport was the first airport in India to have carbon neutral status? It was the Indira Gandhi International Airport, or IGIA. It was the first. If I ask you which is the second airport in India to achieve carbon neutral status, it is the, again, GHIAL. And what is the name of this Hyderabad airport? It is called Rajiv Gandhi Airport. Now please remember one more airport that is very important. It is called Swami Vivekananda Airport. Swami Vivekananda Airport is the airport of Raipur, the capital of Chhattisgarh. Recently, it has been awarded #1 airport in customer satisfaction. India successfully test fired its Advanced Air Defense Interceptor missile. What is the name of the missile? And this is an important question. I'll tell you why. Because if, let's say, Pakistan tomorrow hits India with the ballistic missile, so this will intercept it. In other words, it will destroy this ballistic missile before it reaches India. So this is called Ashwin. It is the advanced version of Prithvi missile. So we have two technology in India. One is called Prithvi Air Defense, which is old, and the new one is called the Ashwin technology, which is the advanced air defense technology. Now India has a no first use policy. That is, we will not nuke any country before we get nuked. That is called no first use policy. What is the name of the famous sand artist? He is from Odisha, and he has created Guinness World Record for building world's tallest sand castle of 48 feet 8 inches. You can see the castle here, and this is him receiving the Guinness World Record. His name is, of course, Sudarshan Patnaik. He usually builds these sand castles on the Puri beaches. Kolkata-based Hindustan Motors has sold its car brand ambassador for rupees 80 crore to which French car maker? See, this is the famous brand, and this was called Ambassador car. You remember in your old days, good old days, there were only two cars, or rather three. One was Maruti 800, one was Fiat, and third was Ambassador. Fiat is a company from Italy. And then we have our domestic 800 and the Ambassador car. Ambassador car has been sold to a French company called Peugeot only for 80 crore rupees, which is like $12 million. Now, Renault is a company again from France. Airbus is also a company from France. Airbus manufactures aircrafts, etc. And Airbus is the main rival of Boeing. Boeing is a company of America. Now, Dassault Aviation is very important. Again, it is a company from France. All four companies are from France. Dassault is important because we bought Rafale aircraft from Dassault. And right now, as we speak, our air chief, Dhanwa, he is on a visit to Dassault's headquarters. And Rafale, how many air jets we bought? 36. The eminent thinker, very, very famous comedian, writer, multifaceted, multi-talented persona, journalist also. His name was Akhad Banarsi, but that was his pen name, Akhad Banarsi. Now, Akhad Banarsi, what was his original name? In fact, when he expired, even Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi tweeted that he is very sad to hear the demise of Akhad Banarsi. His name is Pandit Dharamshil Chaturvedi, who was named the man of the match in the final T20 World Cup for the blind against Pakistan. So in 2017, that is this year, the blind World Cup was played and India beat Pakistan in the final, and the man of the match was Prakash Jayaramayya. Prakash Jayaramayya. By the way, who was the brand ambassador for this? The brand ambassador was Rahul Dravid for the 2017 Blind World Cup for the visually impaired, and man of the series was from Sri Lanka. His name is Suranga Sampath. Please also note that this was the fourth World Cup, Blind World Cup, that India had won, and India won the fourth Blind World Cup. Now, fifth World Cup. Blind World Cup will be hosted jointly by UAE, United Arab Emirates, whose capital is Abu Dhabi, and Pakistan capital is Islamabad. And it will be in January 2018, so not much time is remaining. And the brand ambassador for that is Shahid Afridi. In his 45th test match against Bangladesh, which Indian player took the wicket of Bangladesh captain Mushfiqur Rahim, and he became the fastest bowler? So his name is Ravichandra Ashwin. But how many wickets did he take? Fastest bowler to take how many wickets? He is the fastest bowler for taking 250 wickets. That is, 250 wickets have been snatched earliest by him in the least number of test matches. That is the meaning of this question. And whose record did he break? He broke the record of the Australian fast bowler Dennis Lillee. And please note, Ravichandra Ashwin also broke Kapil Dev's record of taking 63 wickets in one season. So he broke Kapil Dev's record also for taking most wickets in one season. Which research and survey class vessel has become India's first ship to be installed with solar power system? So which is India's first Indian naval ship, INS, to be installed with solar power? Its name is INS Sarvekshak. World Radio Day was observed on 13th of February 2017. What was the theme? The theme was Radio is You. Radio is You. Which sport has been exempted by the Karnataka Assembly through passing the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Bill? Basically, they wanted to keep this sport out of the cruelty thing, because this is very important for the culture of Karnataka. It is called Kambala, which is an animal race. Now, please also note there is a sport from Tamil Nadu which they did the same, kept it outside the Cruelty Act, which is called Jallikattu. That was also in news. Jallikattu is Tamil Nadu and Kambala is Karnataka. Who was elected as the 12th federal president of Germany to succeed incumbent president Joachim Gauck? So basically, who is the new president of Germany? That is the question. It is Frank-Walter Steinmeier. Please note, in Germany, president is not the executive head, it is the chancellor. So real powerful person is the chancellor, who is Angela Merkel. In which state has India's first floating school? It is a floating elementary school. It is opened mainly for the dropouts. What is the name of this state in which we have a floating school? This state is Manipur. Manipur. Now, it is mainly for the dropouts. Who has been appointed as the new president of Association of Chambers of Commerce and Industry, ASOCHAM? Who is this person? His name is Sandeep Jajodia. India's first cashless township with a floating population of 10,000 has been inaugurated in which city? So it is called GNFC, and it is in Bharuch. Bharuch is a place in Gujarat from where Narmada goes. Narmada basically drains 3 states. It takes its origin from Madhya Pradesh, then it goes for a short while to Maharashtra, very small area of Maharashtra it covers, and then it goes to Gujarat in Bharuch. So it is India's first cashless township. It is called GNFC, Gujarat Narmada Valley Fertilizer Township. And please also note, Manipur's Karang is India's first cashless island. Manipur's Karang. There is an island in Assam which is called Majuli. It has been given the status of a district, and it is Asia's largest river island. Then we have Maharashtra. In Maharashtra, the first cashless village is Dhasai. And if they ask which is India's first cashless village, it is also India's first digital village. It is called Akodara. It is in Gujarat. In which district? Sabarkantha district in Gujarat. And this has been made digital by ICICI Bank. ICICI Bank was the first bank in India to initiate the digital village system. And then you have a village in Telangana, in Ibrahimpur. Ibrahimpur is the name of the village in Telangana, which is South India's first cashless village. Khush Bhagat is associated with which sport? He is a prodigy, only 7 years old. He is a chess player. And why was in news? Because he won 3 gold medals in the Western Asian Youth Chess Championship at UAE. And he was also given the Candidate Master or CM title by the World Chess Association, which is called World Chess Federation Body, also called FIDE. After transforming the village Puttam Raju Kandriga, it is a village in Andhra Pradesh. It was adopted by legend Sachin Tendulkar under the Sansad Adarsh Gram Yojana, whereby every parliamentarian needs to adopt one village and convert it into ideal village. So now Sachin Tendulkar, after completely transforming this village, he has adopted one more village. What is the name of that village? This village is called Donja, and Donja village is in Osmanabad. Where is Osmanabad? It is in Maharashtra. Now Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi has also adopted villages. So far he has adopted 3 villages. So one was Jaipur, which was the first village that he had adopted in Varanasi. Nagpur, again, second village he adopted in Varanasi. And third is Kakrahia, is the third village he adopted in adopted in Varanasi. Varanasi is the Lok Sabha constituency of Narendra Modi. Who became the first Indian Formula 1 driver to win the New Zealand Grand Prix? And he has become the only Indian to win a Grand Prix in motorsport. His name is Jehan Daruwala. Jehan Daruwala. And New Zealand's capital is Wellington. At which World Heritage National Park did UNESCO organize a 2-day nature fest? It is the Great Himalayan National Park. Where is Great Himalayan National Park? It is in Himachal Pradesh. And Manas National Park is in Assam. Assam has some very important national park, like we have Kaziranga, we have Orang, we have Manas. Kaziranga is famous for the one-horned rhino, and Chandoli is in Maharashtra. And so you should know the national park and wildlife sanctuary of all the important. For example, if I say Karnataka, then BBN, Bandipur, Banarghatta and Nagarhole. Right, these three famous in Karnataka. If I say Kashmir, Hemis, and then you also have the Salim Ali National Park in Kashmir. But Salim Ali Bird Sanctuary is in Goa. So don't get confused. Now, these are very, very important. Every year you will be asked at least 1 or 2 questions from National Park or Wildlife Sanctuary. One thing I would like to tell you more, that in India, we had 35 World Heritage Sites. Now Ahmedabad has been added, so now we have 36 World Heritage Sites. Ahmedabad is the first Indian city and second Asian city to be given a World Heritage Site status. Ahmedabad was founded by Ahmad Shah. The old name of Ahmedabad is Karnavati. Okay, and it is a important district in Gujarat. Please also note, if I ask you which country in the world has the maximum World Heritage Site, the answer is Italy. Italy has 53 World Heritage Sites and China has 52. Who became the first woman diplomat to be appointed as the Foreign Secretary of Pakistan? Such questions are very important. The first woman to do so, the first man to do so. So first woman Foreign Secretary of Pakistan. She is the 29th Foreign Secretary of Pakistan. Her name is Tehmeena Janjua. Who has become the first Indian cricketer to sign for an overseas franchise-based league, which is called Hong Kong League? Hong Kong is a special administrative region of China. And who has become the first Indian cricketer? So just like in India we have IPL, that is our T20 league, no? Hong Kong have their own league. His name is Yusuf Pathan. Who won the Best Supporting Actor award at the 70th BAFTA 2017? His name is Dev Patel. Dev Patel. And he acted in the movie Lion. For that he got the Best Supporting Actor. He is an Indian, Dev Patel. Now you should know 1 or 2 people more. Best Actor award was won by Casey Affleck for Manchester by the Sea. Please also note, Casey Affleck also won the Oscar award for the Best Actor. So your job is easier. But Best Film was La La Land. But please remember, this I am talking about BAFTA. If I say Best Film in Oscar, it was not La La Land, it was Moonlight. Then Best Actress Emma Stone for La La Land, and Best Director was again for La La Land Damien Chazelle. Who is the Indian tabla exponent that who won the Grammy Award? Who is Indian tabla player who won the 59th Grammy Awards? And only 3 Indians before him have won the Grammy Award. Please note, Grammy Awards are the highest awards for music in the world. Most prestigious. Pandit Ravi Shankar, the late Pandit Ravi Shankar, legend, who used to play sitar. Then Zakir Hussain, tabla player, and Vishnu Mohan Bhatt. He has his own instrument called Mohan Veena. So he is only the 4th Indian to win Grammy. His name is Sandeep Das. He's a tabla player. Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, headquartered in Bengaluru, and the chairman of ISRO is A.S. Kiran Kumar. So ISRO set a record for launching how many satellites from Satish Dhawan Space Center in Sriharikota, Andhra Pradesh. The total number of satellites is 104. So some information you need to know about this. PSLV carried these satellites. PSLV C-37, it was the 39th flight of PSLV, and 104 satellites were there. Out of 104, 101 satellites, they belong to foreign countries, and 96 satellites were of United States of America. So remember all these things. Who was appointed as the new head of United Nations peacekeeping operations to replace Hervé Letsos? This is an extremely important question. His name is Jean-Pierre Lacroix. He's a French guy. And Anthony Lake is the head of UNICEF. Very important question. Filippo Grandi is the head. He is the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugee. And Tedros Adhanom, he is from Ethiopia. He is the head of WHO, replacing Margaret Chan. And who is the head of United Nations? His name is Antonio Guterres. He is from Portugal. Publications Division under the Ministry of Information Broadcasting has tied up with which trust? Please note, our Information Broadcasting Minister is Smriti Irani, who is also our Textile Minister. Information Broadcasting earlier was Venkaiah Naidu. So Venkaiah Naidu will compete against Gopal Krishnan Gandhi, who is grandson of the great Mahatma Gandhi. So Ministry of Information Broadcasting has tied up with which trust set up by Mahatma Gandhi for joint publication of books on heroes of freedom struggle? This trust was founded by Mahatma Gandhi. His name is Shastra Sahitya Mandal, and together they will make comics books based on the freedom fighters of India. Which hockey player, also regarded as the very important drag flicker of India, has been honored with honorary doctorate? Honorary doctorate means now he can use the word doctor in front of his name, by Desh Bhagat University, Punjab. His name is Sandeep Singh. Two important drag flickers I remember. One is Sandeep Singh and one is Jugraj Singh. Jugraj Singh is now a police officer in the Punjab government. And remember the great Sohail Abbas from Pakistan, who holds the record for maximum goals. What is the name of the first indigenous, our made in India, built airborne early warning and control system, that is called AEW&C, developed by Defense Research Development Organization and recently inducted by the Indian Air Force? Indian Air Force Chief is Mr. Dhanwa, and DRDO is Defense Research Development Organization. Its head is Dr. S. Christopher. The name is Netra. Netra means eyes, so it's like a watchdog. What is the name of this material, which is very like it is just rubber material, but the difference is that rubber is not thermally conductive. Heat does not pass through rubber, but this material is thermally conductive. It has been developed by scientists from the Carnegie Mellon University in America, which is a very Ivy League university, for making stretchable machines and electronics. They have not called it rubber, but they have called it thabar, because it is thermodynamically sensitive. It is thermally conductive. Thabar. Which state government launched an electronic prison project to digitalize the jail records? Electronic prison concept in Jammu and Kashmir. Jammu and Kashmir governor is N.N. Vohra, and Mehbooba Mufti is the chief minister of a coalition government between the People's Democratic Party PDP and the BJP. What is the name of the Asia Pacific's largest military exercise that kicked off in Thailand and was participated in by 30 countries? So this was called Cobra Gold. Thailand's capital is Bangkok. And Varuna is we do exercise with France, India and France, Varuna. Yudhabhyas we do with America, and hand in hand we do with China. Which Olympic sprinter was awarded with Sportsman of the Year award at the Laureate World Awards, also called the Oscar of Sports, which were held in Monaco? His name is the great Usain Bolt from Jamaica. He won total 9 Olympic gold medals. 3 Olympics, 3 gold medals each in 100 meter, 200 meter and 4 into 100 meter relay. Which of the following has been declared as the 21st district of West Bengal by Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee? See, West Bengal has new district 21, 22 and 23. So 21st is which one? The beautiful hill station. Now you can answer this question. Kalimpong, very beautiful hill station in West Bengal. 22nd district was Jhargram and 23rd was the West Bardhaman. Which country has successfully completed the engine test of the world's largest amphibian aircraft named AG-600? Please note that, and what is the meaning of amphibian aircraft? Amphibian aircraft mean that this aircraft can also fly, but at the same time it can also operate like a ship in a water. That is called amphibian aircraft. World's largest AG-600. It is a Chinese aircraft. Now China has a rocket also, which is asked in exam. It is called Long March. And what is the name of the space agency of China? It is called CNSA. To meet the food security challenges in India, for which state did Union government gave its nod for setting up of a food legumes research platform? Food legume research platform will be built in the state of Madhya Pradesh. What are legumes? These are like pulses, etc. These also have nitrogen fixing capacity. What is the name of Indian origin Scotland Yard officer who won United Kingdom's 2017 Outstanding Bravery of the Year award? United Kingdom is like Scotland, Wales and England and also Northern Ireland. These 4 are called UK. Right? Scotland's capital is Cardiff. Wales' capital is Cardiff. Scotland's capital is Edinburgh. England's capital is London. So, outstanding bravery. This is an Indian person. His name is Sean Penneser. And who is the Prime Minister of UK? Theresa May. What is the name of author of famous novel Question and Answers? This has been written by an Indian diplomat who became India's High Commissioner to Canada, replacing Sayyid Akbaruddin. His name is Vikas Swarup. Please note there was a movie called Slumdog Millionaire. Slumdog Millionaire was based on the novel written by Vikas Swarup, Question and Answer. What was the theme of Indian Seed Congress 2017 held in Kolkata? Indian Seed Congress. It was called Seed of Joy. No wonder, because Kolkata is called City of Joy. Kerala government gave their approval for construction of airport at which Lord Ayappa shrine. In fact, this particular temple has the record for the most visits in a year. Most visits by Hindu temple. In fact, people of all religions, they visit it. It is called the Shabrimala. Shabrimala was in news because it was in a little controversy 2 years back because the women were not allowed to visit some part of the shrine. So Kerala has a communist government, CPIM, Communist Party of India Marxist. Pinarayi Vijayan is the chief minister. Mr. P. Sathashivam is the governor. Scientists have developed world's strongest material, which is called graphene, using the graph air technology. You can see graphene here, but they have developed graphene from which crop? They have developed it from soybean. Former Nagpur member of parliament called Jambuvantarao Dhote, he was called Lion of Vidarbha. He passed away. What is the name of the political party that was founded by him? The name of the party was the Vidarbha Janta Congress. Vidarbha Janta Congress. Now there is an Indian boat. This boat will be managed by all women. You know, it is in Indian Navy's first all-women global circumnavigation boat. What is the name of the boat? It is called Tarini. Tarini boat. And who is the chief of Navy? It is Sunil Lamba. Google said that it has found a way to predict, weather. Predict the weather through its project, which aims to provide internet services also. So basically what they are doing is Google will put these huge balloons, in the air. These balloons will be filled with helium gas so that they remain in air, and they will provide weather prediction also. Indian Meteorology Department, they will help, and also they will provide high-speed internet in the rural area. What is this project called? This project is called Project Loon. The word loon comes from the balloon. Who is the author of the Hema Malini's biography, which is called Hema Malini Beyond the Dream Girl? So Hema Malini was one of the most popular Indian actresses. She was called Dream Girl. And this person is Ram Kamal Mukherjee. Hema Malini was also the wife of Dharmendra, who was the famous Marathi journalist and editor of leading Marathi publications such as Lokmat, Nagpur Patrika, Janavad and Gaokari, passed away recently. He was a very eminent journalist and he was the editor of a lot of these publication, Lokmat, Nagpur Patrika, Janavad, etc. His name is Yudhishthir Joshi. Please note there is also one important Marathi journalist who passed away. He was in Times of India. His name is Padgaonkar, Dilip Padgaonkar. Which is the first foreign airline to commence its operation at Srinagar International Airport, Jammu and Kashmir? This is called Air Asia. In the exam, they might ask you Vistara. Now, Vistara is a joint venture between Tata Group and Singapore Airlines. It is called Vistara. Which state government took up Aradram? It is an initiative to revamp the public health system. Aradram. It is by which state? It is by Kerala. What is the name of the 39th Chief Justice of India who passed away recently? Now, to make it confusing for you, there are two Chief Justice of India who have passed away in last 6 months. One is Altamas Kabir, one is P.N. Bhagwati. If they ask 39th Chief Justice, it is Altamas Kabir. If they ask 17th, I think P.N. Bhagwati was 17th. Yes, he was 17th Chief Justice, so then it is P.N. Bhagwati. And P.N. Bhagwati was very eminent. He was called pioneer of judicial activism. Which Indian movie won the Best Film Award in the Forum category at the 67th Berlin Film Festival, which is the Germany Film Festival? Berlin is the capital of Germany. So this movie is called Newton, and the great actor here is Rajkumar Rao. Dutch author, artist and graphic designer, and he was also the designer for James Bond's books. His name was Dick Bruna. Dick Bruna passed away recently. He is best known for his which cartoon? You can see the cartoon here. It is called Miffy Rabbit. Miffy Rabbit. And he was from Netherlands. Dutch is, the people who live in Netherlands are called Dutch. Netherlands or Holland. And the capital is Amsterdam. Who became the first Indian sportsman to sign a 100 crore rupee deal with a single brand? This is the brand, Puma. And Puma is a company from Germany. It is a sports merchandiser. So he is Virat Kohli. Statehood Day was observed on 20th of Feb in which states? Which state celebrated their Statehood Day on 20th of Feb? It is two states, Arunachal and Mizoram. So the answer is 1 and 3, C. Please also note that on January 21, 3 states, they celebrate their Statehood Day. Tripura, Manipur and Meghalaya, they attained statehood on January the 21st. So January 21st is the Statehood Day for Tripura, Manipur and Meghalaya. Which country was the largest importer of arms and ammunition during these 5 years, 2012 to 16, as per the SIPRI? SIPRI is called Stockholm International Peace Research Institute. Stockholm is the capital of Sweden. This is India. And India and Israel, they are making a missile called Barak 8. Barak 8. Tirath Darshan Scheme has been launched by which state for senior citizens above the age of 60? It has been launched by Haryana. Tirath Darshan Scheme. Tirath means the pilgrimages. Now, there have been many schemes like Hruday, like Prasad to augment tourism, and there is also something known as Swadesh Darshan Scheme. Which state government became the first to put a ban on alcohol consumption for its officials anywhere in the world? Now, officials, if found consuming alcohol, strict action will be taken and they will be held as a contempt of the laws. So this is Bihar. Bihar, which is having a political turmoil. Nitish Kumar resigned, but then he partnered with BJP and now he has again formed a government. So Bihar. Which popular Bollywood star will host TED Talks Indian version, which is called Nai Soch, on Star India? His name is Shah Rukh Khan and this serial will be very soon launched. Who was appointed as the National Security Advisor of Donald Trump government? Donald Trump, by the way, is from Republican Party. The wife of Donald Trump is Melania Trump, who is the first lady of the United States of America, and their daughter is Ivanka Trump. And earlier they had announced Michael Flynn as the National Security Advisor, but now it is H.R. McMaster. Now Rex Tillerson is the Secretary of State, and Nikki Haley, she was the Governor of South Carolina. She is now the United States Ambassador to United Nations. What is the name of the resource kit and mobile app that is launched by the Ministry of Health, and our Health Minister is JP Nadda, and this will provide the right information to the adolescents about the physical and psychological transition that they undergo in this age. There are a lot of adolescent related problems like hypochondria, etc., excessive concern about health and many other problems. So the name of this app, this kit, is called Sathya. What is the name of the desktop and mobile security solution website launched by our Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad? You can see him here. He is our Minister for Law. He is also our Minister for Electronics and Information Technology. It is called Cyber Swachhta Kendra. Who is the author of Chief Minister of Punjab? There's a book written on the Chief Minister of Punjab, and the name of the book is The People's Maharaja. His name is Khushwant Singh. Please note, he is not the Khushwant Singh who wrote Train to Pakistan. He's already dead. I'm talking about this person. His name is also Khushwant Singh. Airport Authority of India, in collaboration with International Air Transport Association (IATA), has come out with which end-to-end billing solution for airport operators across the world? And who is our Minister for Civil Aviation? Ashok Gajapati Raju, right? So what is the name of this thing? You can see it here. It is called SkyRev 360. It is basically a end-to-end billing solution. Third edition of National Biodiversity Congress. The theme was Mainstreaming Biodiversity for Sustainable Development, was held where? Please also note that 193 countries, they will comply with Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations, and the deadline is 2030. Earlier we had Millennium Development Goals till 2015, but then we adopted Sustainable Development Goals, and Millennium Development Goals were 8 in number. Sustainable Development Goals are 17 in number. Which state I'm talking about for biodiversity? I'm talking about Kerala. In which state was the 13th Natyanjali festival held? It's a dance festival basically. It was celebrated with pomp and show in Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister is Edapada Palaniswamy from the AIADMK party. Which country will host the combined World Cup for shooting? And this combined World Cup is also one of the qualifying events for the Tokyo Olympics 2020. This will be held in India. Which cricket player recently became the second Asian and 16th overall player to play 1000 matches across all forms of cricket? I'm talking about, he is only the second Asian to do so. He is Kumara Sangakkara, who was a wicketkeeper batsman of Sri Lanka. And who was the first Asian to do so? It was his teammate Mahela Jayawardene. He was the first Asian to play 1000 matches. Now let's come to women cricket. You know that England has won the Women's Cricket World Cup. And the maximum run scorer is Mithali Raj overall in the world cricket. And maximum wicket taker is Jhulan Goswami of India. Raad-ul-Fasad, it is a military operation against terrorists. It has been launched in which country? Earlier they had launched the operation called Zarb-e-Azab. So remember both the names. Raad-ul-Fasad and Zarb-e-Azab both were launched by Pakistan. They are launching it against terrorists when in fact they themselves are terrorists. Which state became second largest crude oil producer in India? Crude oil. First is of course Bombay High, that is Maharashtra. Second now Rajasthan. The governor of Rajasthan is Kalyan Singh, who in fact announced that we have become the second largest crude oil producer in India. Which organization, which comes under the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, carried out the largest ever scientifically designed drug survey undertaken in the world for determination and quality of the drugs? It is the world's largest ever survey. This was done by the National Institute of Biologicals, NIB. World's first international zip line. This is called a zip line. Very beautiful. You can simply take the zip line and go to far off places. It is a 2,362 foot long zip line. It has been built over the river called Guadiana River. It connects two countries. Which two countries are these? It is the neighbor countries Portugal and Spain. Please note, Portugal's ex-Prime Minister Antonio Costa was our chief guest at the Pravasi Bharatiya Divas in January. Do you also know who is the Prime Minister of Spain? Mariano Rajoy, who has been appointed as the brand ambassador of Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, Clean India campaign. It is Shilpa Shetty, even Anushka Sharma, even Amitabh Bachchan, even Narendra Modi, all have been brand ambassadors of Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. So see the options always. Indian Cabinet Committee, it has approved 17,000 crore rupees deal. We will buy medium range surface to air defense missile from which country? Medium range surface to air missile. We will buy it from Israel. Israel Prime Minister is Benjamin Netanyahu and Israel's capital is Jerusalem. Who has written the book called Judicial Reforms, Recent Global Trends? This book has been written by, it has been published by EBC and IFL, written by whom? Dalveer Bhandari. Dalveer Bhandari was in news because he has been renominated by India for a new term at the International Court of Justice, which is at the Hague in Netherlands. When did we celebrate the Central Excise Day? It is celebrated by Central Board of Excise and Custom. The old name was CBIC, Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Custom, but now all the indirect taxes have been merged into GST, so it is called CBEC. This marked the 74th anniversary of the Central Excise and Salt Act in 1944. When did we celebrate it? We celebrated it on February the 24th. And who is the chairman of CBEC? Vanaja N. Sarna. Vanaja N. Sarna. And who is the chairman of CBDT, Central Board of Direct Taxes, the Income Tax Department? It is Sushil Chandar. Now there is a 800 kilometer Visakhapatnam-Chennai Industrial Corridor. Which bank is providing the funds for it? You can see here, it will run from Visakhapatnam all the way to Chennai. So what is the name of, who will provide the loan for this? Asian Development Bank. Asian Development Bank is our bank, is a multilateral bank, and it is a friendly bank because it is dominated by Japan and US. The majority stake is Japan, then US, then China, then India. So India is the fourth largest shareholder in Asian Development Bank. It is headquartered in Manila, capital of Philippines, and the president is Takehiko Nakao. Which state has become the 22nd state to join Ujjwal Discom Assurance Yojana or the Uday scheme? It is Sikkim. Capital is Gangtok. Sikkim is the state in India with the lowest population. Now one thing I'll tell you about Sikkim. It is the first state in India to be declared open defecation free. It is also the first state in India to be declared as organic state. And very latest, Mizoram has become the 27th state to join Uday scheme. Only 3 states in India have not joined Uday scheme: Nagaland, Odisha and West Bengal. They are the only 3 states in India that have not joined the Uday scheme. Which was the first state in India to adopt Uday scheme? It was Jharkhand. Please also note, Jharkhand was also the first state in India to implement or adopt another scheme which is called Direct Benefit Transfer for Kerosene. Which mobile company operator has acquired Telenor India? Telenor had a had a user base of 4 to 5 crore people. And Telenor, Nor stands for Norway. It is a company of Norway. Norway capital is Oslo. It's a Scandinavian country. One person from Norway is very popular. He is world chess champion. His name is Magnus Carlsen. So whom I am talking about? I am talking about Airtel. Airtel has acquired Telenor India business. Kenneth Arrow, he passed away. He was a Nobel Prize winner in what? He was a Nobel Prize winner for economics. Which state has become the first to launch a registry of sex offenders? Sex offenders registry digital will be done by Kerala. First, Antyodaya Express. It is a new train. So what is Antyodaya Express? Antyodaya Express is a train for the poor people. All the tickets will be unreserved. General category. You go to train, you buy a ticket and you take the train. It is called Antyodaya Express. So first Antyodaya will join between it was flagged off from which station? It was flagged off between Havada and Ernakulam. Havada and Ernakulam. Who has become the first female police commissioner in Scotland Yard's 188-year history. In Britain, I'm talking about Scotland Yard. It's Cressida Dick. A record-breaking mass nesting by 3.8 lakh endangered olive ridley turtle. It was observed in which state? Please note, olive ridley turtles, they are on the Gahir Mutt beach in Odisha. So remember the name Gahir Mutt. Odisha also has some beautiful national parks and wildlife sanctuary like Simplipal, like Bhitarkanika. So remember the names. And Odisha also has the largest coastal lake in India, which is called the Chilka Lake. Which state government has entered into an agreement with Microsoft to utilize Microsoft Azure Stack as the state's data center? They have tied up with Microsoft's Azure platform. Which is this? It is the government of Andhra Pradesh. Where was 112 feet tall Lord Shiva statue or Adi Yogi unveiled on Mahashivratri? It was unveiled by Jaggi Vasudev, who is the founder of Isha Foundation, and Pradhan Mantri Modi in Coimbatore in Tamil Nadu. High Court for which state recently introduced online payment of court fee through electronic payment gateway in coordination with the state government, where you can pay your court fee by online means. It is which High Court? It is the Goa High Court. Who was conferred with the Male Player of the Year? Who is the best player in the world right now in hockey? Male Player of the Year. This ceremony was held in Chandigarh, which is the Union Territory capital of both Punjab and Haryana. It is John Domen of Belgium. Where has India's first hill station bicycle path been inaugurated recently? It is the beautiful hill station of Darjeeling. You can see the bicycle path here. Darjeeling is in West Bengal. Which chief minister inaugurated medical project called Rahat, aimed at reducing death percentage due to heart attacks in states poor and middle class, for the states middle and poor people. Project Rahat. Which state has launched it? It is the government of Rajasthan. Vasundhara Raje is the CM and Kalyan Singh is the governor. Forpheus, you can see here. It is a table tennis playing robot. You can play with this robot now. You don't need human beings. He will train you also. And it is a world's first robotic table and Guinness World Record holder. So it has been built by which country? It has been built by Japan. And who is the head of state of Japan? Shinzo Abe, who has been appointed as the new spokesperson of the Ministry of External Affairs. So new spokesman just announced 3 days back is Mr. I have not written his name in the option. Please note it is Ravish Kumar. And he will replace Mr. Gopal Bagle. Ravish Kumar is the answer. According to World Health Organization's latest report on mental disorder, how many Indians suffered from depression in 2015? How many Indians suffered from depression? Let me tell you, even World Health Day in 2017, the theme was depression. Speak up. Because a lot of people suffer from depression. In India in 2015, how many people? It is 5 crore people. Which movie won the best film at the 89th Oscar Award? Academy Awards are also called Oscars. This movie is Moonlight. And you need to remember these also. Casey Affleck, Manchester by the Sea, and Emma Stone, La La Land. And both of these got BAFTA also. Casey Affleck for the Best Actor BAFTA and Emma Stone for La La Land. Which state or union territory was ranked first in the lesser infant mortality rate? Means where infant mortality rates are least. Which is that? It is Goa. Second is Kerala. Third is Puducherry. Puducherry, for example, has only 11 deaths per 1,000 children born. Who was appointed as the brand ambassador for Sight Saver? It is a global organization which works to prevent avoidable blindness. His name is Kabir Bedi, the great actor. He also worked with Sir Roger Moore. Sir Roger Moore passed away this year only. He was the James Bond from UK. He used to play James Bond. And together they worked in a movie which was called Octopussy. As per ICAR, Indian Council of Agriculture Research, scientist P.K. Chakrabarti, what percentage of the crop that is produced in India is wasted because of insects and pests? It is a whopping 35%. P. Shiv Shankar, he passed away. He did not serve as a minister. Which ministership? He did not serve which ministry? As union minister. So he was our minister for external affairs, yes. Human resource, yes. Law minister, yes. No, he was never the minister for information broadcasting. So the answer is D. Reserve Bank of India has recently set up a interdisciplinary committee under the chairmanship of Reserve Bank of India Executive Director Meena Hemachandra to review what? It is to review the cyber threats in the new digital India. Haryana government has recently set up an online system for which district to monitor the sex ratio, because in Haryana sex ratio is one of the lowest in India as per part of the Beti Bachao Beti Padhao program. This they set up in Panipat. In which city was country's first passport service center inaugurated recently? First Post Office Passport Service Center was inaugurated in Vidisha in Madhya Pradesh. Please also note that our Minister of State for External Affairs is MJ Akbar. MJ Akbar, VK Singh, they both are Minister of State in External Affairs Ministry. MJ Akbar said that in every 50 kilometers in India, we will have a passport service center. Who has been appointed as the new chairman of National Commission for Scheduled Tribe? His name is Nand Kumar Sai. It's a direct question, very important question. National Science Day, we celebrate in the memory of Dr. C.V. Raman, and he got the Nobel Prize also, and he discovered Raman effect. His birthday we celebrate as National Science Day. When do we observe it? We observe it on February the 28th. This was the video. This was the first edition. Please note there will be 3 more videos, each containing 125 questions. In this video, I think I covered how many? 127. So I exceeded this video 2 questions. In the next video, I will cover 2 questions. Then I'll make up for it. I hope you enjoyed the coverage in English language. Thank you very much.